fucked up the first time. So the reason why the dating scene is in shambles, all right? There's a couple of reasons. Okay, there's a couple of reasons. And it's not like one group's fault. It's two groups' fault. Okay? It's a two-group type of deal. Okay? It's not just like, oh, you gotta blame the man and or it's all on the woman. No, it's both parts. Both parts played in this foolery, right? So now it's all haywire, it's all effed up, it's all messed up. Okay? And I'm gonna start with the guys first. I'm gonna start with what went wrong with us as men that made the dating scene kind of effed up, kind of messed up. I don't want to curse, even though I really want to. But the main thing that guys did that, what's happening, Brandon? What's good, man? My first live stream, bro. So just hang in there. All right. Hang in there. If it's jacked up, you feel me? Anyway, all right, y'all. So how the men kind of effed it up for the dating scene. I'm gonna just go straight into it. I don't really got that many viewers to be waiting and shit like that. So the reason why men kind of jacked it up is because of thirst. If I could bring it under one umbrella, it was because men are thirsty as hell. Okay, men are thirsty as hell, and they effed it up for a lot of other guys. Okay, what did Pimp C say? Effing up the game, bitch, you gets no love. Like you messing up the game with extreme thirstiness. Now look, there's nothing wrong with pursuing a young lady, you know what I'm talking about, in a healthy, non-disrespectful to yourself manner. But when it gets to a point out where some of these guys, some of these tricks, they're so desperate for a snatch that they will degrade, okay, a chick could be, and I hate using rating systems, right? We all know these channels that rate human beings with a rating system, but let's say the chick is like a 4. This guy is going to make her think she's Beyonce in this bitch. You hear me? He's going to inflate her ego because he is so thirsty. He ain't got no kind of taco in Lord knows how long. He's finna inflate this chick. She could look like, man, I hate to use people. She can look like Oprah, right? She could look like Lizzo. He's finna inflate her ego to where now she think she's Beyonce or Rihanna or Chloe Bailey, Ariana Grande. Take your pick of whoever the finest chick in it, Kim Kardashian, whatever. She finna think that. And a lot of times these dudes don't even realize that they're messing it up, right? They don't even realize them doing that is messing it up for other guys, right? They don't realize that them giving these chicks a billion compliments, sending them unnecessary cash apps, right? Fellas, I've dealt with young ladies, right? I have dealt with young ladies that were getting cash apps from guys. And she don't even have to hit. Or he don't even have to hit. I know what some of y'all are thinking, oh, he probably did hit. Trust me. Trust me, these chicks do not even have to have intimacy. I'll put it like that. I'll keep it PG. They don't even have to have intimacy for these clowns to be sending them money on Cash App. You hear me? So what is that going to do? It is going to inflate egos to a monstrous level. And of course, like, I'm not one of these guys that's like, oh, F these B's and H words. No, of course, everybody as a human being should be proud of themselves. Their ego should be to a healthy level. But when it's like over the top, like when it's ridiculous, you feel what I'm saying? You got to kind of look like, hey, why does this chick right here that works at, let's say, Waffle House, right? Shout out to Waffle House. If you're from the South, you fuck with Waffle House. She works at Waffle House. Okay, no offense, right? She has a regular car, a regular everything, but she walking around this mug like she just stepped off the red carpet. right? We got to see what the root problem is. We have to see why that is. Why is it that she feels that way? You dig what I'm saying? Why is it that she feels why is it that she feels like she walking on a goddamn catwalk, like she a model, like she's Kim Kardashian? Why does she feel like that? What's the root cause of this? Well, it's like a spoiled child. It's like this. It's like a spoiled child. Let's say there are kids that get born into wealth, right? They get born into well-off families and they didn't have to work for the money, right? They didn't have to work for the money. So they're just regular looking people, right? Just regular, just human beings. But they done got everything handed to them and they didn't have to work for it. So now their egos are at a monstrous level. They didn't have to work for none of that. You feel me? They didn't have to work for none of those cars, none of those clothes, they didn't have to work for their housing, right? It was just inherited. It was just given. It was given to them just for them existing. So now their egos are super inflated and now they're in their head, they're thinking, okay, I'm better than these common folk. I'm better than these peasants, right? I'm better than them. Okay, because I'm rich, I got all this money, I got all this wealth. Okay, it's the same thing when these guys overinflate egos. They overinflate these chicks' egos, and these young ladies did nothing to work for it, right? They didn't work for any of these cash apps, any of these fancy trips, fancy dinners. You know what I'm talking about? They didn't work for any gifts. Okay. And if a young lady, if she deserves it, like if that's your gal, like if that's your old lady, that's you guys are committed. Of course, if she's cool, she's, you know what I'm talking about, you got she caters to you and all that good shit. Buying her a gift or two every now and then, of course that's cool. But I'm talking about these guys that buy these broads that they don't even barely know, taking them out to these expensive ass trips. Oh yeah, fellas, I'm going in on the men, because we're the root fucking problem of why a lot of these chicks are entitled. You hear me? And I'm not really gonna go off on the females too much, which I am. All right, I'm gonna get up in their ass, literally and figuratively. You feel me? But I'm gonna get on my fellas. Look, man, you're doing all of this extra shit for these females, and they did nothing. Look, a lot of times, and I've seen this personally, it would be a chick that did nothing for the dude. Not even so much as barely gave him a hug, barely told him he handsome, anything of that nature. He treated her like she's just God's gift to earth. It goes back to the thirstiness. What did I say in the beginning? These guys are thirsty. When a guy is thirsty, he will do anything. Well, not all, right? But a lot of dudes will do anything for a chick to just have 5 minutes of intimacy, right? Because that's probably all they lasting anyway. That's probably all it's gonna be is 5 minutes of a pump, right? These dudes be talking about pump and dump. You know what I'm talking about? It's a pump and dump whether he wants it to be or not, because he finna last 5 minutes, bust a nut. Okay, if that even happens, because a lot of times these chicks get what they want and they don't even have to give anything to the dude. I.e. OnlyFans. You know, OnlyFans is I can't even get mad at the females, bro. That is the sweetest lick in history, right? All the chick has to do is flash a titty or two, and she's getting money. She getting guap, right? If females were as that thirsty, like a large majority, there's some thirsty females out there. Don't get it twisted, but I'm talking about as a vast majority, it's mainly men. If there were more thirsty females like that, and men, all we had to do was get on camera, you know what I'm talking about, show our meat to them or some shit, and we would get a rack off of that. More dudes would be doing it, right? Because it's easy. That's the same thing with how these females move with OnlyFans. The only thing they got to do is show a titty or two. You know what I mean? Show their snatch, and they're getting paid racks. Okay. Once again, these guys are messing up the dating. Is messing up the equilibrium. There's no equilibrium in this. It's like men are all the way down here and women are all the fuck way up here. Okay. And that's thanks to decades. You feel what I'm saying? Almost 100 years of guys doing this dumb shit. Right? What do they call 100 years? A century. A century. You heard me. John, shout out to John. This is my first live stream. You feel me? Welcome in, man. This is my first live stream. This is history, baby. But anyway, yeah. So all they got to do is show their little twat on camera, and bam, they getting thousands of dollars. They getting more than a lot of people make in a month within like a week, bro. So it's like who's giving them that money? You have to look at the root. See, here's another thing. I'm gonna go off on I'm gonna derail this real quick. Here's the thing that I can't fucking stand about these red pill channels that just want to blame that just want to blame females for female nature. Well, motherfucker, if their nature wouldn't be like that if men wasn't supporting it. You feel me? And I don't know what it is about this live that's making me get live. I guess going live making me get extra live. But these chicks wouldn't be walking around here if these dudes didn't enable this shit. Right? Man, it's so many times I'll just walk and guys, John, I know you feel me, man. A lot of guys feel me. A lot of guys feel me. You hear me? But look, I know you guys, if you live in a city or whatever the hell, I know you be walking past chicks that have this, we're all creatures of energy, right? We're all magnetic, right? When you pass people, you feel their energy. A lot of chicks you pass by, their energy feels snobbish, entitled. You know what I'm talking about? They got their nose up in the air, and you looking at them like they don't look that good. Well, guess why they feel that way? Some sucker on their phone, multiple suckers is on her phone, that texted her, "Good morning, gorgeous, beautiful queen," when she woke up and sent her a cash app. Right? Now, yeah, real talk, man. And I hate using that word simps. I hate using that word simps because I feel like it's getting played. See, me fellas, like anything that gets used a lot, like the word no cap and shit like that. I hate start using those words because it gets played out. Like that whole no cap, like a lot of content creators use that word and it got so fucking corny to me that I hate using it. But let's just keep it quite frank. Simps. Yeah, I hate using that S word, but yes, simps fucked it up. Right? Because if there wasn't a supply, you feel me? There would be no demand. You hear me? And what I mean by this is if there was no dudes supplying these average to below average chicks with all these undeserved gifts, undeserved compliments, undeserved everything, there wouldn't be she would have no demand, right? But instead, she does get supplied with unnecessary gifts. So now she demands men to go extra above and beyond. You dig what I'm saying? So this is why, and of course, I tell you guys to improve your hygiene, improve your fitness, all of that good stuff. You do that regardless of anything. You do that regardless of whatever. But check this out. This is the reason why men have to do all of that shit, right? Fitness, finances, clothes, all of that, just to impress a damn near average broad nowadays. And back in the day, you feel me? Young ladies, of course, young ladies women are naturally more vain. Okay, they're naturally gonna be more into themselves. Naturally, they're creatures of beauty, creatures of vanity. Okay, they're creatures of vanity. So of course, even way back in the day, they always had like, oh, I'm beautiful and stuff, but it was reasonable. It was within reason. It wasn't blown out of proportion to where now Lizzo, you feel me? Chicks that look like Lizzo, and I hate using her, but she's a good example. Like if y'all know a better example than Lizzo, you feel me? I think we can all agree Lizzo probably should knock it down a notch or two with her confidence. You know what I'm talking about? And like I said, everyone needs to be confident regardless, but it's certain levels. But the only reason that she acts like that is because, you know, men created this monster. You know what I'm talking about? Men created this monster. Like these red pill channels always talking about men lead this, men lead that. Okay, you got to take that with the good and the bad. See, if men weren't leading in this weak ass way, this wouldn't be possible. If they didn't lead with their head down there and their head up here, it would be a little better. You feel me? That's why a lot of times, man, these young ladies, like when a guy, like they always say, the females be chasing after the guy that doesn't care for them, right? And this is somewhat true because it's almost fucked up that young ladies almost look for a guy who doesn't care about them because they're just looking for like a breath of fresh air. Because almost every dude they deal with shows too much caring, too much interest off the rip. Okay, think about it like this, bro. And of course, male to female interaction differs slightly than male to male interactions. Yeah, I know that. But think about this: when you meet a dude and he's cool, right? Like he a cool cat. You're not finna blow him up texting, hey man, let's go hang out, and hey man, I'll buy you this, and hey man, you know, shots on me, like right off the rip. Then why the fuck do y'all do it to females? You feel me? Oh, hey beautiful, hey queen, do you need any help? And shit. And you know what? The thing about it is, and I'm gonna get to the females, the more malicious females, you know, and not all of them, because there's some beautiful young ladies out and inside, right? I'm talking about the malicious ones. They take advantage of these suckers. See, this is how a man gets taken advantage by a female, okay? And it's his fault. Like I said, it's his fault. She sees that he's thirsty as hell, right? She sees that he's overly eager. She sees that he done texted her 50 times in a row, asking her, hey, do you need any help? Do you need any finance? You know, I'm talking about all this shit. And she's going to be like, hey, you know what? Yeah, she might. Let me tell you how slick some of these ladies is, right? Ladies is pimps too. What did Jay-Z say? Ladies is pimps too. Yeah, some of them, they know what they doing, the malicious ones. They'll throw out a text or during a conversation, they'll be like, man, you know, I'm doing good, but, you know, I'm kind of running behind on my car note, you know, but other than that, I'm good, right? She'll throw that little shit up in there. And what does this mofo do? Oh, hey, well, how much do you need? Damn, got him. All this time, this chick thinks this dude looks like Shrek or Quasimodo, right? No kind of sexual interest whatsoever. But hey, I'll take your car note payment. You heard me. I'll take your light bill payment. I'll take your little old free dinner to Ruth Chris, even though I don't know you from Adam and Eve, right? And like I said, that is not all young ladies, right? That is not a lot of you guys too, man. A lot of these, just be careful because Dion, what's happening with you, man? It's all good. You know what I mean? It's all good. This is my first ever live stream, so welcome on here. You feel me? 12 likes. Woo! That shit whack as hell. Anyway, so, but another thing about these red pill channels, bro, is they demonize all young ladies. Trust me, bro. Most young ladies, if they don't like you, they're gonna gently put you down, okay? They're gonna be like, nah, I'm not interested, or the infamous, hey, I have a boyfriend. And guys, let me tell you, Dion, what's happening, big baby? Yo. But let me tell y'all something, man. When a female says, sorry, I have a boyfriend, you better thank your lucky heavens. You better thank your lucky stars. Because I'd much rather a chick lie to me, say she got a boyfriend, than to act interested. Okay? And this is something else I'm gonna get to when I'm gonna get on the females is how they lead dudes on, right? But the good ones, they're gonna be like, hey, look, I got a boyfriend. Okay, hey, look, bow down gracefully. Well, hey, it was nice talking to you, and I will see you. All right, bam. But some chicks, right now, I'm gonna start getting on my young ladies. I'm slowly gonna segue into that convo. You hear me? Some young ladies will gladly take your number. Okay, they will gladly text you. They'll gladly drag the conversation on, and they'll show you a false sense of interest. We've all now, yeah, they is look, bro, John. When they reject you, bro, it's an old cliche saying: rejection is protection. And this is y'all need to not get mad when young ladies reject you, because they are kind of doing you a favor, bro. Because like I said, it's some chicks out there that are malicious. They'll take your number, okay? They'll entertain you. They'll send you cute little Snapchats and all that there, right? I'm not too familiar with Snapchats, with that Snap Streak shit, because I'm kind of older. But from what I get, it's like y'all going back and forth. It's a streak, okay? It's like seeing how much, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Jezebel, Jazzy Bell, like Outkast said. It was a song called Jazzy Bell, Outkast made back in the day. That shit hard. The way you handle rejection and change their mind too. Sometimes you can change their mind, bro, but a lot of times when she rejects you, it's just call it quits. Just leave it alone. It's more chicks, all right? It's more chicks out there that'll, you know what I'm talking about? The way you handle rejection can change their mind. It can, but like I said, if she does reject you, bro, just kind of leave it. You know what I'm talking about? Kind of leave it and move on to the next one. Don't even worry about her, because it was a case with me where a chick did reject me. She was kind of playing this little hard to get. I was like, hey, come to my spot. She's like, no, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? She did this little thing like, oh, you gotta do this and that. I'm like, all right, hey, look, all right. Couple of weeks later, she did end up coming to my crib. But was it worth it? Hell no. That shit wasn't even all that. You feel me? But back to what I was saying. You feel me? Her bruh. I was finna start going in, man. Her walls was loosed in the bitch. She told my number and never text me. But hey, fellas, I love y'all to death, but keep the grammar somewhat understandable. You dig what I'm saying? I love y'all to death though. She told my number, never text me back, then said hi to me at work. I just told her to have a good day, never talk to her again. Yeah. Because you don't need all that. You don't need to get your time wasted. Okay. So let me get to the point, fellas. Hey, super chats are welcome too. I don't know how the fuck if they are enabled, help your boy out. You know what I'm saying? This is my first live stream. Just throwing it out there. It's optional, but many blessings if you do. So the thing with a lot of young ladies is, like I said, they will take your number. And I'm going back to my fellas here. If they see you are fucking thirsty, if they see that you are acting too eager, they're going to use that to their advantage. All right. So yeah, they're going to take your number. They'll entertain you. They'll send you a little text or two. But guess what? They have ulterior motives. Okay. They have ulterior motives. And now, ladies, I am officially talking about y'all end of why the dating game is fucked up. I'm gonna get on my ladies now. They will use you for, okay, Alan Webb, my boy, my dog. Appreciate the $10 super chat. I appreciate that greatly, man. My first ever super chat, first ever live. We going live in this bitch. You dig? Shout out to everybody. I'm reporting live from Houston, Texas. Y'all shout out where the fuck y'all from. I love to hear it. Okay. So anyway, they will use you. They will either use you for attention, right? They will either use you for attention. They're going to use you for something. They're going to use you as a texting buddy. Okay. They're going to use you for some kind of financial gain. Like I said, some chicks got game. And once again, Alan Webb, I appreciate the $10 super chat, brother. All right, yee. You feel me? They'll say some shit. They're players too, bro. These females out here is players. They'll slide some shit in like, oh yeah, of course the dude's gonna be like, hey, how you doing? Oh, I'm good, but man, my light bill is kind of behind a little bit, and it's due. It's due on so and so, but other than that, I'm doing good. I'm doing okay. And then the guy, of course, is going to be quick to jump on a cash app. Bam, she got him. Financial gain. Okay. She could use you for a multitude of reasons. And none of them are for true sexual interest. All right. I'm gonna just give y'all those two examples. Is the time one and attention, right? Where she gonna show you interest so you can like all her IG photos, so you could give her a whole bunch of praises and good morning queen text, right? Or the other one, she's gonna use you for like a light bill. You know what I'm talking about? She's gonna use you for a car repair. She's gonna use you for fucking my baby need diapers. Hey, look, hey, hold on, dog. Hey, I'm gonna go in on this real quick. Here's how malicious some of these bitches. Here's how salacious and outrageous some of these chicks is. They gonna pull on the motherfucking heartstrings. My baby need diapers. They gonna say some shit like, my baby need diapers. And the dude is gonna, okay, hey, look, what's your cash app? I got you. You feel me? I'm doing good, but my baby needs some Similac. 9 months later, Similac. All right, I got you, cash app. Right? So in any case, fellas, if you, God forbid, end up entertaining a wrong young lady and she takes advantage of your thirstiness, which you shouldn't have, right? Which you should not have. She is going to use that to her advantage because it's just way too easy. It's like taking candy from a baby, right? So that's the first thing. A lot of young ladies, that is a huge problem. A lot of young ladies lead men on. They will take their number. They will take these guys' number. You will think everything cool. You will think everything gravy. Oh, she's all into me. You texting her. Then you're like, hey, let's chill. Let's meet up, right? And look, I'm gonna be the first to say this. A lot of channels are like, invite her straight to your crib, man. Invite her straight to your crib, right? And that's something I can kind of agree. I can not agree. I can kind of see why a chick will ghost the convo if you just invite her straight to the crib, right? And I know you guys watch other Red Pill. Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell you something straight up and down, right? Let me phrase it to you like this. You know how as men, we don't like chicks using us for money, right? How would you feel if a chick just straight away after meeting you is like, hey, can you send me $40 on Cash App? You'll be like, this bitch only want me for money. You hear me? It's kind of the same way with some chicks. You feel me? You can get it without being thirsty. Girls notice that as long as the right ones. Facts. But some chicks, right? When you invite them straight over and you just barely know them like that, I can kind of see why she would ghost the convo. I can kind of see that, okay? Kind of. A little tiny bit. But if you were like, hey, look, let's meet out. Let's get a drink. You feel me? Get 1 or 2 drinks. Meet out at the park, some shit. And she ghosts you. That's how you know this broad was Odessa, Texas. What's happening with it? What the business is, man. Shout out Texas. Shout out the whole South. But if you just having a good convo and you're like, hey, let's meet at the park. Let's get a drink. I'm a drink. I love hitting the city. I like going to a bar or two. Hey, let's get 1 or 2 drinks, right? And the bitch just ghosts the convo. Yeah, she had no interest from the get-go. All she wanted to do was sit her ass on the bed, on the couch, and text, right? So that's another thing that's messing up the damn dating game. Is a lot of these chicks use men and lead them on. They have no interest in this guy, but will take his number and will use him for IG likes and shit. The second reason some of these chicks is fucking up the dating game is the entitlement. I touched on this in the beginning. Yes, I'm still gonna say the majority of the blame is on men, because entitlement, you can only be entitled if someone makes you feel that way. Let me run that back, DJ. Run that back, DJ. Someone can only feel entitled to some shit if someone made them feel it. Someone's ego is gonna be inflated to the fucking heavens if there was enough people that made them feel that way, right? If there's enough guys sending these corny ass "good morning, beautiful queen" texts and shit, then of course her ego is gonna get inflated, right? So now what happens is we have a lot of young ladies that walk around feeling like they just deserve everything from a man, just deserve the whole wide world in their hands from a man. And what does the man get back? Not too much, bro. Not too much. All right. If anything, okay. And this is why there's so many videos out there telling you guys that do not even entertain a chick if she's not sexually attracted to you. Best believe, bro, if a chick is attracted to you, you don't have to do too much. You don't have to be outlandish. You don't gotta, man. Look, bro. I'm gonna tell y'all like this. A chick I knew a little further back, me and her had great chemistry. Like, the passion was crazy. We had great chemistry, bro. I swear to y'all, I barely even talked in that whole fucking in that whole situationship with her. On my mom, bro, I'm telling y'all, I barely even said. She would be the one that's talking most of the time. She would come, she would sit down, she would, oh, my job, this, my body, and I would just be like, for sure. And I would just be sipping my drink. She would be sipping hers too. I barely said shit, right? And you know what I'm saying? Of course, I wasn't just sitting there just blankly staring at her. Like, I was interacting. Like, I was like, dang, your boss did that? That's crazy as hell. Man, I would have quit if I was you. Then she would go back to talking. Yeah, well, he blah, blah. You know, I was interacting. But the point I'm trying to make is I barely had to do too much. I barely had to do anything, right? Because that attraction, it does the work for you, right? But is that gonna keep a lot of young ladies from feeling entitled? No. And let me tell y'all something too, fellas. A lot of these chicks, they've been dealing with guys that are thirsty for so damn long, right? They've been dealing with guys that for so long, these thirsty ass men, they've been dealing with them for so long that even if you're quote unquote alpha, even if you're select, whatever the fuck phrase you want to use, they're going to automatically assume that you're a sucker too. Like, what? Just them just straight up walking into the interaction, they're gonna assume you're just like the other guys. I don't give a fuck how swole you is. I don't give a fuck how on point your drip is and stuff like that. I don't care. They're going to walk in the interaction thinking that you're gonna cash app them money a week into knowing them, right? Of course, that's why you prove them wrong, right? Of course, that's why you prove them wrong. Then they're like, oh, okay, well, you know, he cool, and I am sexually attracted with him. Okay, cool, let's make shit happen. But that doesn't erase the fact that they came into the AJ. What's up, big dog? AJ Singh. That's another supporter of mine. You feel me? I'll be seeing the comments, and I know who messes with me, right? But the point I'm making is before she interacted with you, she had an entitled attitude towards you, right? She low-key probably thought she was better than you. Fellas, I'm gonna tell y'all this, bro. I'm gonna tell you guys this. Like I said, you should always strive to be masculine. that's off rip. That is off bat. Physique, charisma, demeanor, all that good stuff. You know, all that good. And I'm a work in progress. My motherfucking self. Okay, I'm not sitting here acting like I'm God's gift to earth. Okay, we're all a work in progress, right? You should always be masculine off rip. Period. No matter what the deal is. But a lot of these chicks, bro, like I just said, they will think they are better than you. I'm so glad I found your channel here from Rom Wheels. Okay, Four Lope Ninja. I appreciate you, big dog. Rom Wheels, big shout out to Rom Wheels. He put my channel on. Okay, VJ, five, man, what is that sign? Pounds? I'm in America. You know what I'm talking about? I appreciate you though. Facts. Yeah, whatever that amount was, I humbly appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? What is that, euro? Let me know, AJ. But anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, a lot of chicks, bro, they will think they're better than you. I can't, bro, you could be the most masculine. You could be the prototype of a masculine alpha fucking select, all of those pseudonyms and all that good shit, or all of those acronyms or whatever names you want to call it, and she'll think she better than you. Until you prove her wrong, of course. Not saying that you're better than her, but until you prove that, hey, look, you're not as special to me as you think you is, right? But they're gonna go into interaction thinking they better than you, bro. Okay? And a lot of young ladies have this mindset that men should worship me, that men owe me something. A lot of them have this men owe me mentality, right? And they just feel like, especially in a Western world, bro, I don't know what happened sometime within, I had Pounds, UK. Shout out to my, shout out. Ooh, hey, I get so excited, bro. I'm gonna go off on this light tangent. I get so excited when I get people from overseas watching my shit. You know what I'm saying? Yashika, yeah, shout out. I get excited, bro. I get excited when people from Europe, from Africa, my African brothers, you know what I'm talking about? I had brothers from Australia. That shit mean a lot. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a Texas boy. I'm in Texas, USA, all right? And I appreciate y'all. Anyway, going back, man, and they just feel like men owe them the whole shebang. And this is why you see all these LA, okay, Cali, you feel me? West Coast love, baby. Texas is kind of the West Coast. We're like the Southwest. And this is why you see a lot of these videos. This is why you see a lot of these videos of young ladies getting offended when someone asks them what you bring to the table. And let me tell y'all something, fellas. I myself, you know, I was seeing all these videos of women getting offended when a guy asked them what they bring to the table. I'm like, you know what? Let me apply this to real life. Let me apply this to real life, right? So this chick, she wrote on her page, right, her little dating profile, okay? And guys, I made a video about dating profiles. I use them from time to time, like when I absolutely just have shit else to do, okay? I don't even take them seriously. Y'all need to be out in the real world. But she had all this shit on her profile. It was like a meme. It was like a man should treat you this, and a man should show the world to you, and a man should do that. And then I commented her. I'm like, okay, cool. That's what's up. A man, he should do that to you if you're deserving. But what do you bring to the table? I asked her. I swear to God, no frills, no thrills. I typed it in just like that. What do you bring to the table? Question mark, dog. I wish I would have Snapchatted that convo. This chick, I'm talking about this chick virtually tore me a new asshole. You know what I'm saying? She virtually assaulted me, dog. She wrote me the largest paragraph, and I don't remember exactly. Then she unmatched me afterwards, right? Which I didn't give a fuck because I stopped responding. I'm like, whatever, bitch. You know what I'm talking about? You just wrote a whole paragraph. I barely read it, and you just made yourself frustrated. But I'ma sum up what she said. She said basically men are terrible. I do remember she said that. She said verbatim. She said men are terrible men are R words, right? And I'm not gonna say the word because YouTube is sensitive. We all know men are, they assault women is the R word. They're Rists, okay? Men are murderers. I'm like, yo, I never did none of that shit that you just said, baby. I asked you one question. Since you want to give a long laundry list of what men should do, I just simply said, what do you bring to the motherfucking table? That was it. Then I asked her that question, and she wrote me a whole paragraph talking about how men are just terrible human beings. You feel me? I just stopped responding. I just didn't respond to her, and she unmatched me. You feel what I'm saying? Again, with the example that I just said, a lot of chicks have, you know what I'm saying, have this entitled ass attitude. They feel like a man shouldn't ask them why she on the app if that's how she thinks men are. Exactly, bruh. Probably just on there for attention. Like I said in the beginning, a lot of these chicks like to use men. They like to see. Let me tell y'all something, fellas. Females, this is why you see chicks with rotations, right? And I made a video about this. If you didn't see it, it's about four videos back or something like this. It's called the number one thing women do that turns men off. And I talked about the number one turn off for men is when females got a fucking rotation. You hear me? Is when women got a rotation. That is the biggest, just ew, disgusting turn off for men, right? Let me tell you why they have rotations. These guys aren't, let me tell y'all something. These guys aren't for sexual purposes. You best believe one or two of them is. You best believe one or two of them is giving her the wood. You hear me? He's piping her down real good. But the rest, she's using them. She compartmentalizes these guys. There's different departments, different compartments. Y'all need to know this. You guys need to know this, right? If you're naive, you need to know how this shit works. These young ladies, and I've talked to some of them. Some of these chicks, I was dealing with them casually, and they would openly tell me they're using these guys for other purposes. Like that whole car thing that I told you all about. You think I just made that shit up? Nah, that's something that a broad touch. She said she drove a Cadillac, right? She drove a Lac. So you already know her. You already know off rip her repair bill gonna be stupid as fuck, right? She was telling me how she got to do to take care of that. And I'm just listening. I'm just listening to her. I'm just letting her talk, bro. I'm just, okay, for sure. I'm letting her talk. I'm not saying anything like, damn, that's messed up, right? I'm not telling her nothing because I want to hear her talk, right? So that's another fucked up thing, bro. A lot of these chicks view men as not even human. They view them as, what is Larry gonna do? Okay, you gave her enough rope to disqualify herself. Facts. And another video I made, I think I made it yesterday. It's called Fling Girl and Wifey. And hey, look, with the whole relationship thing, I'm not one of these guys that's like, oh, F relationships and F marriage and all that. If you guys are like that, that's completely fine, right? But if you do want to get married, if you do want to get in a relationship, boy, you better take your sweet ass. Look, I don't give a flying fuck. You better observe. You better see how this chick move. You dig me? You better make her earn every motherfucking thing, especially if you want kids. I have a son myself. Love him to death. 8 years old. I love my little boy, right? I love my little man. Okay? Wouldn't trade him for the world. But you have to make sure she the right one. So anyway, like I was saying, man, she was using, and he wasn't the only guy she would talk about. That was just one of many. Okay? Some other dudes would take her to dinner. Okay? Other guys would be foodie calls. She's like, yeah, a guy took me to a Mediterranean restaurant. And this guy, he took me, man, what restaurant did she? A lounge. You know what I'm saying? fucking body section, all the, and I'm just sitting there like, damn, you really just like you view men as like puppets. That's what I got from it. I don't know. Did y'all get something else from that? Because that's the thing that I got from that convo was I view men as fucking puppets. You feel me? So that's another thing, man. And yes, there's guys too. There's fellas that have female rotations as well. Guys, if you do have rotations, I'm not one of these guys that just are just off rip gonna be like men are the ones that are always writing that bullshit. Hey, look, that's why you keep the dates cheap. Like I said this. I don't. Briaden, I'm sorry if I mispronounced that, brother. Let me see. Briaden Meadows. Like I said earlier, I don't know if you was watching earlier. I like going to bars, right? I try to limit my drinks a lot. I try to limit that shit greatly. Cause fitness, you know what I'm saying? That's what I love doing. And drinking kind of fucks it up. But I enjoy my drink or two. I go out, have a little one or two drinks, right? And usually I vibe out with them. Then at the end of the day, I'm like, come back to my spot. They're like, all right, cool, for sure. Bam, just like that. That's all you need to do. That was a little tangent. I know I kind of went off a little bit, but look, if you don't invite the chick straight over to your crib, then yeah, keep the dates. Goddamn me, take her for one or two drinks, right? And sometimes I paid for my shit. Right? I paid for my shit. She paid for her shit. Okay. And sometimes she paid for my shit. Then I backdoored, got her a drink, right? Got her a drink too. Shots. You know, it's a fun. And I'm going to make another video about you should just keep it fun and not take chicks seriously when you interacting with them. That's a video, right? Don't be stiff. Just take it easy. That's how attraction works, right? But anywho, yeah. And then we would just go back. We will come back to my spot and bam. You feel me? That's all you really need to do. Okay? But the thing is, cheddars. that boy said cheddars, dog. I ain't been to, hey, look, last time I went to Cheddar's, there's one right across the street. Heading to the gym. There you go, Justin. I see you, big baby. Get your swallow on, man. Cheddar's, I ain't been there in like 4 or 5 years, bro. I don't, wherever the fuck you want to go for like a cheapo little drink, fuck it. You could do that. There's nothing wrong with enjoying your time, okay? But what the whole thing I'm trying to say is do not just, bro, if this chick is making it difficult for you, and back to the topic at hand, a lot of these chicks make it difficult for guys knowing good goddamn well they have no interest in them. So this guy thinking he gaining some kind of footing with her, he think he gaining some kind of ground with her, and nothing is gonna happen. She's just making it difficult for him because she wants to see him kiss her ass because it make her feel better, right? And like, let me get back to the topic, right? A lot of females have different categories for guys. Make sure you're in the right fucking one. Make sure you're in the sexually attracted category, right? Because a lot of young ladies, look, I be having a lot of young ladies watch my channel. I love y'all, but you know good goddamn well sometimes you done use men in the past for malicious purposes. Not necessarily shots, like, you know what I'm saying? I might get a fucking tonic and gin and tonic, something like that. Sometimes I might get like a shot. And y'all fellas, I'm not talking about, when I say get drinks for a chick, I'm not talking about a stranger broad in the club that just walked up to you and she's like, hey, handsome, how you doing? And she stroked your ego and she's like, you should buy a drink. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a chick that you're actually, that you guys know each other and you just taking out for a drink or two. That's what I'm talking about, right? And yeah, it could be like one shot. It could be like, you feel what I'm saying? Gin and tonic, whatever the fuck, right? And if the chick likes you, bro, she'll return the favor too. She'll be like, hey, I got a shot, right? And it'll be a fun night. So you want to make sure, the point is, you want to make sure you don't fall into this chick's game of you're her some kind of utility for her, some kind of puppet, right? You want to make sure you're in a sexually attractive category. All right, genuine attraction slot. Anything else will not suffice. Anything else will not suffice, bro. And look, let's say she does put you, let's just say she does put you in a friend zone. Okay? Let's just say she puts you in a friend zone. I know what y'all are thinking. You're like, fuck this. I'm out, right? Check me out. If she is cool, if she is a cool chick, right? She is going to, even though you are in a friend zone, she is going to somehow hook you up with one of her girlfriends, or she gonna invite you to a party where there's other females. Shane, make her get the tingles. Right. That's the only to make her get the tingles. Anything else, leave that shit alone. Look, if a chick is put you in a friend zone, but she cool enough to be like, hey, there's this party I'm going to, or hey, look, I'm gonna hang out with my homegirls, right? And she trying to genuinely help you, cool. That's when you can kind of, you feel me, chop it up. But if she's one of these, and unfortunately, this is a lot of the cases. If she puts you in a friend zone, she is doing this to use you, okay? That's when you should be like, fuck you, I'm out. Because let me tell y'all this, and this happened to me before in my younger, naive days. A chick will put you in a friend zone, then this bitch will get mad when you mess with another chick. Right hand to God. Those are the chicks you need to run away from like the plague. The ones that put you in a friend zone. And ladies, y'all be doing this shit. You put a guy in the friend zone, then you get mad. You get the nerve to get mad when he starts messing with a chick that actually likes him. See, that's the shit I'm talking about. Another thing that fucks up the dating game, right? Is these chicks that hoard up men like motherfuckers hoard up Jordans in their closet. You feel me? If you put them in a friend zone, you have no interest. Ain't no layaway, baby. If you put them in a friend zone, you better make sure if you genuinely hanging out with him and you truly look at him as a friend, you better, hey, look, I'm having a party. Some of my fine ass homegirls gonna be over there. Come through. You dig? Or you know what I'm saying? If y'all are truly friends, you better be treating him to some shit too. Be like, hey, look, I got you on a drink. I got you on some drinks. Come out with me. Right? And shit, hell, she might even be your wing woman. That's the only time you should ever accept a friend zone. Okay? And even then, I'm gonna add this. Like I said, you should be active. She should look. It should be like a thing to where if she puts you in a friend zone, she's gonna have no problem with you getting with other females. All right, and she should damn near be helping you out to some extent. Okay, and look, here's the reason I'm gonna tell y'all why a lot of men should even avoid this, unless you're really. I don't want to use advanced, but if you're kind of new to this, I would say just avoid that shit in general, because a lot of guys, and I'm not talking down on them, they have strong feelings for just one chick, and sometimes it's the chick that put them in a friend zone. If that's you, bro, don't even entertain that shit, because you're gonna be fucking fantasizing about this chick and crying in your sleep and all that other corny shit. All right, so just if you can handle hanging out with this chick and not being thirsty for her 24/7, and she helping you get other chicks, you feel me, shit like that, and inviting you to parties, then cool, yeah. But if she's just using you strictly to hoard you up like motherfuckers hoard up Jordans, right? And she's just using you to get free drinks and free trips and all that good shit, cut that bitch off. You know what I'm talking about? Facts. I'm helping my homeboy through depression because of a situation. And man, look, I'm not one of these channels that try to act alpha, because a lot of these dudes, they'll put up a front like, oh, I'm alpha, I'm masculine, I don't care about these hoes. Man, look, bro, one of the worst feelings as a man, and we all been there before, is you really digging a chick and she fuck you over, right? That is one of the shittiest feelings, bro. is when you really dig in a chick and she fuck you over. You feel me? As time progresses though, and that's another thing too. Another reason, man, ladies, they don't care. Like I said, they barely view dudes as humans. They don't care about how the fuck he feel. They don't care that they just let him on for like months, and then when he asked to hang out or something, he find out she fucking with another dude, and she making him believe that she's all into him, right? That's fucked up. They don't care. They don't care about how a dude feels. Okay, and yes, we always supposed to be stoic, stand strong in any weather. But let's just be honest, bro. If you get fucked over like that, that's fucked up. You feel me? And the problem is, a lot of chicks don't give a shit. They don't care. They don't care. Right? They don't care about how a dude gets hurt in a crossfire of shit. Okay? So anyway, with that being said, man, it's my first ever live. I hope y'all enjoyed it. To all my supporters, to y'all who sent me the cash apps, you feel me? I humbly appreciate it. I work at Amazon and I see guys doing the work for the girls. Yeah, that's what happens. You know what I'm saying? All this we're equal shit. But when it comes to lifting heavy shit, she gonna be looking at you. She's gonna be looking at your slow ass to pick it up, right? Go figure. Anyway, but yeah, man, I appreciate the cash apps. AJ, my dog Alan Webb, salute. You feel me? Hope to get more cash apps in the future because, you know what I'm saying, I'm a new YouTuber and this is my first ever live. And I will be catching you guys on other live streams. Love y'all. Be safe.